Hello friends, welcome to the Soccer. My name is Dolali Frank and this is a News Daily where I serve you with all the major trending news in the last few hours. In today's edition, we're going to talk about the Ghana Under-17 national team. Their draw for the Wafu Zone B Championship is out. Ghana's opponent is out. I'm going to tell you who Ghana is going to play and when the game is off is going to start. Their head coach, Lai Kenson, has also reacted to the draw. We're going to look at what he said. Particularly, this is going to be his first major competition. Ghana will also be playing some invitational tournaments. We'll give you details of that as well. We wrap up with Baby Jet Asamoah Gyan, who has spoken on his possible successor and also his All Regional Festival. We're also going to wrap up with All Star Festival as well. This and many more is what we're going to discuss in today's edition of News Daily. As usual, if it's your first time, hit on the subscription button and let's build this community together. At the end of the video, obviously, I'm going to leave some shoutouts. But without wasting much time, let's get straight into today's news. So let's start off from the Ghana Under-17 national team, where Team Ghana has been drawn in the Wafu-Zone B Championship. The draw was held earlier today in Ivory Coast, and we're going to look into details of that. The draw, Ghana's group and the possible opponent, and Ghana's chances even qualifying out of group. So Ghana is in Group A. We find ourselves in the same group with Ivory Coast, Benin, and then so Ivory Coast and then Benin. I nearly said Ivory Coast and Cote d'Ivoire. They are all the same. So Ghana finds itself in the same group with Ivory Coast and then Benin. Group B is Burkina Faso, Nigeria, Togo, Niger. Remember that this Wafu-Zone B Championship is also going to serve as qualifiers for the Under-17 African Cup of Nations. And that's Under-17 African Cup of Nations is going to be the qualifiers for the Under-17 World Cup. Ghana has been missing out for the Under-17 AFCON because whenever we play the main championship in Ghana or the Wafu-Zone B Under-17, we failed to make it to the finals. I think since 2017, we've never made it into the finals and even qualified for the Under-17 AFCON. This time around, Lai Kinson has been given a huge task to qualify Ghana. It's a very huge task, if you ask me, but we have confidence that Lai can do it. He was confirmed the head coach. He has basically been working as a head coach in as much as initially he was the assistant to Karim Zito. He has been working as a head coach, but he was officially confirmed by the Ghana Football Association recently. Yesterday, I brought you the reports of it, and then now he's basically going to do everything possible to make sure that Ghana qualified. And then when the draw came out, Lai Kinson actually reacted to the draw and what he thinks Ghana's chances are. He said that he believes that the competition is going to be a very tough one. Every team that comes into this competition is coming to come and win, but for them, they are going in all out and do everything possible to make sure that they end up winning the most important, which is qualifying first and then standing a chance of winning. The Wafu-Zone B Championship will be held in Accra, and that's specifically at least a good news. But in the past few years, we've been hosting it in Ghana, and we've been struggling to at least qualify. The competition will be held on 15th May to 29th May 2024 in Accra. If it's Accra, then obviously it's going to be the Accra Sports Stadium. We are hoping that this time around, Lai Kinson will do everything possible. We'll be able to qualify Ghana to the AFCON. If you're asking about Ghana's chances, we find ourselves in a very tough group. Benin, one of the best countries when it comes to youth football in West Africa, in Africa as a whole, and then Cote d'Ivoire. Each group will have two teams qualify. So in our group, Cote d'Ivoire, tough opponents, very, very tough. Have a very young team. Like when it comes to the Francophone countries, they have one of the best academic structures. Like when it comes to youth football development, those guys they don't play with it. So imagine being in the same group with Cote d'Ivoire and Benin, with only two countries qualifying to the next stage. If we don't top our group, we will face Nigeria because Nigeria will automatically top their group. And if you don't top your group, you face Nigeria in the semi-finals, and they score you, and you don't make it to the finals to get an automatic qualification. So, guys, it's going to be a tough one, but we are hoping that Lai Kensen will do everything possible to qualify. Let's talk about some few things. Let's talk about former Black Stars head coach Chris Hughton. There's reports that the Irish national team are contemplating or are considering bringing Chris Hughton back as their head coach. So there's multiple reports in the Irish media that they want Chris Hughton as the head coach. Even before, whilst he was with the Black Stars, I picked information that they were considering bringing him back. But the country has been split into two. Some believe he's experienced enough, he can help them. Others also believe he's not good enough. They look at what he did with the Ghana national team and even what he's been able to do in the English Premier League. Some of them are not certain on the kind of manager they are going to bring as a national team. If you check social media, it looks as if they feel bringing him back or bringing him is going to be a downgrade or that's, but there's reports like that. So we don't know whether they are going to keep him or we don't know whether they are going to bring him as the official head coach or not. But there's a report like that. So I'm also here to let you know. What do you think? Do you think Chris Hughton is good enough to coach the Irish national team? Or just you think the Black Stars were just bad, so nobody comes to the national team? Like, so let's see. Now let's talk about the two All-Star games. So the two All, yes. There's All-Star Festival. The All-Star Festival is organized by the BAC group. Remember, it's an off-season competition when they bring all the Black Stars players, the current Black Stars players, to come and play in a particular region. They did one in Accra, went to Sunyani. This time around, they are doing it in Tamale. The Tamale edition is going to be an exciting one. They're taking all the Black Stars players to Tamale. But even before that, there's going to be a community gala that they are going to hold. They are going to hold. So it's going to be a community gala, which is going to kick off, and then that's going to be like more of a preparative games before the major competition properly starts, which is going to be the game that the Black Stars will play. However, they're also going to do other festivals like a Derba. They're going to be a seminar, a sports business seminar, which they've been doing. Proper sports business seminar. The sports business seminar is going to be around football, the business around it, esports, and all that. It's a very huge event that the BSC group has been doing. It's being championed by Dr. Ernest Cranton and his team. We're going to follow the games very well. We're going to follow it very well, bring you updates on everything that they're going to do. But if you're in Tamale, best of luck. Do everything possible to go and support your community so that you can enjoy what they've been doing. So that when the stars come, you also enjoy. So anticipate, expect it. It's going to be a pretty much an exciting event. Let's talk about Baby Jet too. Baby Jet also has one coming up. His own is called the All Regional Games. It's an all regional game. That means that it's a game that will consist of all the regions, all the 16 regions. We have participants from all the 16 regions. They are going to do basketball, athletics, para games, football. It's not going to be only football. It's going to be all region, boxing and all that. And yesterday they did the touch. It's a mini Olympic game. So the touch really started. It started at the Independence Square. Baby just started, gave it to some of the athletes, continue to former Black Stars players like Najiman Bedu, to his own brother Bafo Jan, to Samuel Nkum to Kuja Asamoah, and then the comedian Warriors, who is also a comedian, also continue. He's moving to the other regions as well to continue for all the athletes and all the individuals in all the regions to continue. It was such a brilliant event. We're going to follow it keenly and give you all the updates that you are supposed to know. Wrap up with Asamoah Gyan. Asamoah Gyan said something. He was asked whether he has found the next Asamoah Gyan because ever since he's left, Gyan has struggled to get a proper striker. And he said that for him, when he was young, his brother was asked the same question. He said his brother mentioned his name, people didn't believe him. So now he, Asamoah Gyan, he's mentioning his nephew's name, that his nephew is going to be the next Asamoah Gyan. People will not believe him, but his nephew is going to be the next Asamoah Gyan. If he's saying it, maybe the Jan family is also going to be like the Andre Ayew or the Ayew family, which has a family of footballers. So maybe his nephew is also coming to come and replace Baby Jets. we want to know his nephew. Baby just start posting videos of his nephew for us to see. Because I believe that as he has said it, then it means he's a very good footballer.
Have you seen the next Asamoah Gyan yet? You like
Honestly, can I tell you this story? It's a short time.
Okay.
When my brother Wafu-Zone was a striker in the national team, the first interview he made was with Sunny Dara,
Okay.
Choice FM, and then they asked him this same question, and he said his brother is coming up. I was at school, and people were just bashing him. You know, they asked him that same question, and he mentioned my name. It was like, my younger brother is coming, and I think he's the next big thing. And people started insulting him and stuff. And here am I now. So to your question, I would say the next Asamoah Gyan is my nephew. My nephew, Denzel.
Asamoah Gyan said something about Majid Ashimeru, and then we all later realized that yes, indeed, the guy is a baller. So that's all for today. We talked about the under-17, we talked about the All-Star Festival, we talked about the all regional games as well, and then we talked about the Baby Jets and Craves Hilton. Today I don't have any shout outs because you guys didn't leave a comment in my video, but you all watched it. So now please, when you watch the video, leave a comment so that I can give you fans on this page. But I love what you guys have been doing. I love the support and I appreciate it. My name is Delali Frank. Until we meet again. Bye bye for now.